Well.
It's a unique and exciting feeling as we are closing in on puck drop for the first night of this year's Suffolk County High School Hockey League playoffs. And we got a good one to kick off the evening as the Northport Huntington Tigers, undefeated, entering after finishing the year with an astounding 19-0-1 record, take on Sachem. Michael Landry here, ready to bring you the action alongside my special guest for this year's playoffs, no other than Suffolk Ice Wolves and highly acclaimed coach Jack Gregg. How you doing, Jack?
Oh, I'm doing great, Mike. Thank you for having me. I'm pretty excited here. It's brings back memories of my high school career, and it's a lot of these kids I've coached and known for a long time. So it's a big night for these kids.
Well, Jack, I know because you coached this past season and being behind the Ice Wolves bench, you are very familiar with the teams in front of us. What can you tell us about playing these two teams this past season?
Well, obviously with the Northport Huntington, they have a dynamic line there with Patelli, Matt Holtz, and Hansen. That's kind of been, they're what's been riding them there and giving them success this year. And I think Sachem is they got a pretty balanced attack. At the end of the day, you got to have your goalies got to be on. Your top guys got to step up, and if you get anything from your depth players, it's huge. It's huge for the team.
Well, there's one of the guys you just mentioned right there, Carmine Patelli, former PAL Junior Islander product, someone that you're very familiar with. Coming into this contest, after just having a spectacular varsity season, 20 goals, 18 assists, 38 points, but most importantly, what is going to be the strategy for Sachem to mitigate those chances when Patelli has the puck on his stick?
Well, Carmine's he's a dangerous player because he moves the puck well, he sees the ice great, and he also could score. So, and if you pay too much attention to him, then he slides it over to Blake Hansen, who's having a fantastic season. So you want to have good matchups. You want to make sure you have your top D out there when they're out there, and you want to take time and space away. You want to be on top of him. And make sure heads on a swivel out there and finding guys that Carmine. If you take that ice away, you can't shoot. You want to find the guys where he can move the puck to and make sure they're covered.
And I think it's safe to say you would say for Northport Huntington, they're going to be keeping J.R. Munkwitz, another fellow you know very well, on their radar. And even though he's at the defense, we've seen what he can do when he's patrolling the zone for Sachem.
Yes, I have coached Jacob Munkwitz for several seasons. He's currently playing for me now at the PAL Junior Islands Premier Team. But yeah, he's very skilled. His heart rate, he doesn't get too high, too low out there. He's real skilled, and he's he can kind of carry. He's a human breakout for you. Sometimes he could just take the breakout himself. If it gets you out of trouble with the puck, get you up ice, and get you on the offense pretty quickly. He's a dangerous guy, and again, it's another situation where Northport's got to be aware and taking his ice away from him.
He definitely, he sure is dangerous. Team leader in points, with 27 under his belt. Yeah. That's true. Same for Michael Meyer. Those two very talented, and I find it very interesting with the way they play. You wouldn't even think that they're on the defense. Just with the way they handle the puck.
Yeah,
and they take it into the zone.
Yeah, they have that option. They can join the rush for offense, and they can skate you out of trouble and get some offense for you for sure.
Well, both of these teams are getting ready for the opening draw as the coaches instill one last motivational speech and strategy for their teams. What would be your strategy before the puck drops as we get this thing going?
You want to nothing fancy. Get it deep into their team zone. Get on your forecheck. Try to get some momentum for your team.
That sounds like an excellent way to kick things off. And we are underway for the 2022 Suffolk County High School Hockey League playoffs. Robert Savaglio, another travel product, making his appearance on the ice alongside that man starting line. Alongside him on the defense, Jack Brecklin. Weaver fanned on the attempt as he tried to get a hold of it, but it's J.R. Munklitz handling business for Sachem as Borsa gets a chance. And that one almost caroms back in front of the net, so a good chance right there for Sachem's offense early. Patelli got the feed from Hansen. Now he'll work his way down low. Patelli trying to set something up in front, but his man in sight wasn't there to nail it home. Sachem will clear it out safely. Meyer had trouble stashing it out of the zone as Heinesen keeps it alive. Ciani driving hard to the goal. Had trouble getting a hold of that aggressive feed. But Sachem, despite mishandling it in front of the net, kept it alive. Now it's Northport's turn to take it in the other zone. Truico got it across the his man. Here's a chance on net. And that time it's stopped in the body of Nathan Landry for Sachem.
Good back and forth action there. Again, get pucks deep, get on the forecheck, get hungry, and try to create some offense off that. You don't have a play, put it in behind the net, get the puck back, and get it to your points, get pucks to the net here.
Well, there's another one of your buddies that's on the ice. You just took the draw, Bradley Gray.
Bradley Gray, yeah, Grazy.
Gray.
There you go, Grazy. Put the puck behind the net.
Chirico trying to hunt it down for his teammates. Now Myers pinches in there to try to get a hold of it. Paragallo, another dangerous force on the defensive unit for Northport Huntington. Plays with an edge that you'll definitely see throughout this broadcast. Gray got smushed into the boards by two Sachem players as he made his way in the zone.
That gets you into the game quick.
A wake-up call by Sachem to Northport to let them know that this is not going to be an easy challenge for them. Derek Mackholtz, another player you are very familiar with, Jack.
Yep. Derek, he's kind of the grind guy on that line, that top line. He goes in the corner, so does a lot of the dirty work.
Hansen will try to dig it out and push the other way, which he does, getting it onto the stick of Patelli. Carmine Patelli fires one from distance, and it was stopped by Landry that time. J.R. Munklitz will regather it and spin away from the pressure right there as Sachem looks to counteract the other way. Bracchia.
Another former player, Mike.
And he right? Junior Islanders?
Long Island Royals.
Okay.
Yeah, long-time player. Great kid family.
Now Munkwitz. PAL Junior Islanders products. Premier U.S. team. Taking this one back in the zone. Lost a handle of it right there. Northport. Trying to take it the other way as Patelli got hounded right there by two of the dark jerseys wearing by Sachem tonight. Jack Brecklin sauces that one in there. There to get it for Northport was Motherway, but Sachem is able to dump it out. Paragallo trying to turn up the juice and get back into the zone. As this one is turned over and bringing this one with a head full of steam is Aaron Borzak. This one fended off right there by Spinelli, the starter netminder for the Tigers tonight. It started the majority of the games for Northport Huntington this season. This is his first playoff starts for Northport Huntington tonight.
Nice breakout by Northport there. D to D, right up to the wing center, right out.
Now it's Meyer. Michael Meyer. Offsides.
Had a head of steam there. Like Sachem a little bit lucky there as Meyer was coming over there with some speed to get that offside call there.
Worth noting, Michael Meyer, he's just had an incredible year for someone that, as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, someone that you would not expect to be a defenseman, but has scored plenty of goals for the Tigers this year. 15 under his belts for a combined total of 32 points. It's impressive what he can do when he's out on the ice. Aragallo able to twist this
great
one
play there.
down.
Hit and pin. Get that puck back if you're a D-man.
Sachem trying to pop it back onto their possession. Now it's Matthew Heineson, PAL product, trying to work his way down the wing and set something up for his team. Maloney gets one on net, but that one was nullified by Spinelli. Heineson pressured against the boards right there by Brecklin. Gandolfo comes out of the pile right there and got a shot off. Another chance. Gandolfo score! Sachem strikes first.
Got the puck deep, finish a couple checks, get some traffic to the net, throw the puck on the net. Anything could happen. And if Sachem, if they needed this first one to get the first goal today, facing a team that's undefeated, put a little pressure back on Northport here. Throw pucks to the net, good things could happen. Looks like Nick might have gone off Nick Ciani there. Hard-working kid, 2005 birthday. Know the player very well. Great kid, hard-working kid.
A clear indication does show that Ciani gets credit with the goal as he made his heavy presence felt right in front of the nets. We got a glimpse of his playing style the other night against Kings Park Comac. He's someone that has a burst of speed, but also is someone that is does not.
He's not shy with physical play.
Yeah, he's not afraid to even try to just frustrate or be a pest out there.
Yeah, not the biggest kid, but boy, he has a ton of heart, and good for him here going to the net there.
And Nicholas Ciani had himself quite the year, finishing through 15 games played with 9 total points under his belt. Collected 8 assists.
Yeah, we talked about before the game. Sometimes the top scorers in each team could cancel each other out. What are you going to get from that second, third, bottom 6 forward line? Depth guys are so important in playoff hockey.
And that depth presence of Ciani contributes in a big way as I guess you can say, the underdogs in this contest, Sachem.
Yeah, they came in as the A seed, just under 500, playing the team that was undefeated. So, like I said, that first goal is huge. It kind of puts Northport a little bit on the heels, and Sachem with some confidence right now.
And this is definitely a different scenario than what we saw in the previous meeting between these two teams in the regular season, with Northport answering on the board first, and that game resulted in a 3-2 OT win. Sachem played a really hard game, and Northport ended up getting the victory on the Patelli overtime goal.
Yep. Oh, I know Northport knows that. They know the last game was overtime, so can't take these guys lightly, Sachem.
Monkwitz.
Oh, big hit.
Stepped up
that's
hard
that's
Michael
what you
Meyer.
need there. You feel, you go down 1-0. You need a little pushback. You need to score quick, or a couple big hits, win some shifts, get the momentum back for your team. Make everybody on the Northport bench feel a little confident, a little bit bigger right now.
Well, that was a big statement by Michael Meyer. However, Derek Mackholtz finds himself in the box, and Sachem will get their first crack on the power play. And as I mentioned before we entered on the air, Sachem, that's a team you don't want to have the opportunity of being on the power play. Finishing second in the league with 15 power play goals. This is the one thing Northport Huntington has to be careful about.
Yeah, yes, down 1-0. Yeah, you don't want to get your emotions too much where you take some penalties here. So he's got his big guys out here, Hansen and Patelli here. This is the big kill here for Northport. And likewise for Sachem, to get a 2-0 lead would be huge.
Almost got tied up right there on a crazy bounce play in front on that shot attempt by Hansen. And even though Sachem has the advantage over Northport when it comes to power play goals, you can't deny the fact that Northport, they are as dangerous when it comes to being on the special teams units. They come into this contest with 12 shorthanded goals, which is the most by any varsity team.
Absolutely.
So even though they're at a disadvantage, you can ironically say that this could be an advantage for them.
It can be. You have a dynamic player like Patelli who can skate really well. A little one less guy on the ice, a little more ice out there. Anything could happen on you block a shot, get in a lane, and you could turn up pretty quick there, and he could be gone. Playing against them this year, I noticed that we on a power play they were very, very good. They put a lot of pressure on us when they were killing.
Back at the point, Maloney with 20 seconds left on the man advantage as Sachem tries to execute before the time runs out on their first power play of the night.
Big kill here for Northport. They got to get back on the get their feet going here and get back going north up ice here.
Matt Colts will head to the bench for a different player as Kieran Motherway gets a chance on goal, but it's stopped in the body of Nathan Landry once again.
Yeah, Nate's a 2000 senior. He's an experienced goalie. Played a lot of travel hockey. It's a big moment for him, and he looks ready to go here.
And obviously, when it comes before entering the playoffs, if you're a head coach, you have the better experience of being a head coach. How tough is it to make that decision of who starts in net? Because as great as Landry is, you can't deny that Stoltenborg is as solid as Landry in net as well.
Yeah, a lot goes into it, like how they're playing, like how they play, who played goal the last time you played him. Did he play well? Who's a little bit hot? A lot goes into it. You don't want to overthink it, but you make your decision, you go with it.
This one is fended off right there by Spinelli, as Northport Huntington tries to navigate this one out of the zone. Munkwitz keeps it alive at the point, firing a shot on goal. It's loose on the save made by Spinelli, but despite nearly letting Sachem get the opportunity, they forced them out. But in comes Munkwitz back in with a head full of steam. Munkwitz trying to drag the puck on his stick to no avail as Sachem tries to work their way to another goal, but Northport Huntington doing everything they can to not allow that to happen. One out of the zone by Savaglio, who will dump it in further. Munkwitz will grab it, or attempt to grab it as he collides in the end boards with that man Corey Geidish. Michael Manella taking the task right there by Bradley Gray. Sachem motoring back in the zone. Gandolfo getting hounded right there by Robert Gantz.
Sachem with that early goal, they have a lot of energy. They're moving their feet here. They're coming out of the zone with some speed here.
There you see Ciani almost getting an opportunity right there as he has the only goal so far in this contest through nearly 10 minutes of play. As Sachem tries to get another one to go, and the net comes off its moorings.
There's 36 again there. Nicky Ciani just does not want to. He just takes tons of time and space away. He great forechecker here, and if you're Northport, you want to get out of the zone quick here. You got Nicky on you chasing you down. It makes you feel uncomfortable in Northport here. So they maybe have to look to answer that somehow with some more support here from Northport in the breakout.
Matthew Heineson take the draw now against Patelli. Gantz Able to nudge it off the boards, and Matt Colts will knock it in further where Hansen will chase it down. Hansen wheels one on net, and that one was stopped by Landry. Hansen again positioned in front on the chance by Gantz at the point, and he's being hounded down low by Huntington. Another chance, and this one may have gotten a piece of the iron on the shot by Patelli, and Sachem finds a way to survive that sequence as we get a whistle blown here.
Good shift there by Northport. They puck got deep. They got the cycle going a little bit low to high, using their D-man. Kind of you want to get the Sachem unit of 5 out there, kind of running around, maybe losing who they're supposed to cover, and then attacking the net here.
We'll see if Patelli can provide that spark as he wins the draw back to Brecklin, who got it on net, and the save is made again by Landry.
Yep, these face-offs are important here. You know, with Patelli here, he's trying to go back to the D, and he's having Matt Colts crashing net here for a shot rebound.
Matt Colts has the propensity to be a player that's known to cause havoc in front of the goal mouth.
He plays with an edge for sure.
And you've experienced that firsthand, just knowing Matt Colts for a long time. Right, Coach? You have that experience of knowing Matt Colts for a long time.
Yes, I have. Yeah. He was with the Royals, and I coached there for several years. So I know him. I know him well. He's a perfect fit for this line, and he definitely plays with the edge, and he's got some good hands around the net too.
And that experience comes just from learning from you, but also his playing days of being a part of the Long Island Royals, Rebels.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. No, he was a key part of when he was there with the Royals for a few seasons there. He was a key part of that team. Just try to keep his emotions in check, channel it the right way, stay out of the box, be aggressive, but.
The race is on between Brecklin and Matthew Gandolfo, and Jack Brecklin put a stop to that chance for Sachem's top forward.
Brex is a hard-working kid. He moves his feet all the time out there.
One player took a tumble right there as Siani keeps it alive on the drop-in. Back in the corner to get a hold of it, or try to get a hold of it, was Gandolfo. Northport Huntington trying to get on the board as they trail 1-0 here in the first. J.R. Munkwitz fires this one wide of the post. Now Siani pinches in. He'll try to pop it further to the goal as Northport is able to exit out of the zone. George Tirico. Bradley Gray firing this one wide. Savaglio trying to touch it further to the goal, and it pinballed off a bunch of sticks and almost back onto the possession of Tirico. Sean Tittle delays, tried to get it across to Tirico, and his pass was intercepted, and it's taken back by Sachem's Munkwitz. Munkwitz driving wide. Munkwitz gets a shot off, and it's caught in the glove hand of Spinelli.
If you're Northport coming in there, you got to hit the net, and you got to get pucks on the net. Get a rebound, get a little scramble, try to get 2 to 3 shots off of it. You miss the net, kind of rims around, and then it's an easy, helps Sachem get out of the zone a little quicker there. So let's hit. They got to hit the net there.
Aaron Borzak on the draw against the ever so dangerous Patelli. Meyer, who had that big hit on Munkwitz early in the first period, looking to capitalize for his team. Savaglio. And sends this one ahead, but too far out of the reach of Hansen for icing.
Yeah, Savaglio's head up there. He tried to stretch pass there. Just missed it. Northport just missed it and caused the icing. Right now, if you're Sachem, you got the 1-0 lead here. This is a zone face-off here. You want to put your foot down on the gas or try to get a goal right here off the face-off.
It's definitely a much-needed strategy because the way Northport plays, you know that they're not going to give up. They play until the buzzer sounds always. Savaglio able to knife through the pressure right there and pop it forward, but it's taken back by Sachem. Has trouble pushing it down the other wing. Svaglio will go and grab it once more for the Tigers as we reach the final 40 seconds of play here in the first period. Patelli trying to ignite the offense for Northport Huntington as Hansen comes up with it. Hansen observing, sets it back to the point. Svaglio fires this one, skips wide of the goal, rebounds. Blake Hansen trying to stuff it home. Or was that?
Mackholtz.
No, that was Derek Mackholtz.
Derek around the net again, digging away there. Yeah, I mean, even if you miss the net on the short side, it could pop out. Right? It could pop out in front of the net there. So Mackholtz was there, bang it in. You can see this Patelli line starting to take control here when they're out there. They're winning their shifts here. They need to capitalize here soon, even this game up.
At first, I thought that was Blake Hansen in front of the net because he was trying to set up the play. So that's why I reacted like that. Because to me, if that was Hansen, that's something like that's very out of his character. So, but once Mackholtz came out of that little scrum, I just. Well, you just kind of had that. You just kind of had that feeling. All right, the same there. It's business as usual for Mackholtz, trying to do whatever he can to instill that intimidation against his opponent.
Exactly. Still a lot of intimidation in hockey. Initiate, don't retaliate. So be aggressive, dig in there, finish your checks. But can't afford to take any penalties right now.
7 seconds to go. Sachem remaining on top. So they try to get one last opportunity on net before the clock runs out. It won't happen, but their lead will carry over to the seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, good. Yeah. I start focusing on the play, and I'm trying to hear him. Yeah, because I'm over here, and I got. Yeah. You know what? I like this. I would rather stand and watch it, but I'm trying to hear what he's saying. Yeah. Yeah. Am I on here? Am I?
Getting ready to start the second period. Just want to ask you one question, Jack. You've been in situations where you find yourself trailing a period, trailing an opening period. What is usually your mentality you try to instill in your guys before the puck drops for a second? You
want to have some confidence. You want to give the guys confidence because they've won 19 games this year, right? So give their team confidence and a little come up with something, get a little motivation, get on their toes here quick when it started the period.
Well, you know better than me. I think that strategy almost paid off right there as the confidence is beginning to show for the Tigers, making their presence felt down low, trying to knife it home again. Derek Mackholtz creating havoc inside the dirty areas. Brecklin fires this one again, and Patelli awaiting at the wing, trying to come a hold with the rebound, takes it back to the point. Patelli fires that one, and that one got deflected off the blocking stick of Poletsky. Tyler Paragawa stood up hard in the corner boards as Hansen tries to work this one back to the point, and we get a stoppage of play.
Great shift there for Northport. Took a little page out of Sachem's book. Let's get pucks to the net. Good things could happen. You know, sometimes the kids, they see the highlights every night with some beautiful goals, but they don't always see the ones, those grimy ones around the net there. Throw pucks to the net, get there, get your stick on the ice, stop in front, and bang them in.
Yeah. And you know better than me, just being as a head coach. I think it's pretty simple. You just want to stick to the fundamentals. Just get the pucks in deep. Pretty much.
Yeah. You're playing for your life here. You gotta finish your checks. You gotta get to the net. You gotta play ugly a little bit. You gotta play ugly. Get the job done. Playoff hockey.
Exactly, and this is Sachem getting aggressive with Northport. Gandolfo trying to spring it across. Almost had his man touch it home right there.
Yeah, the Sachem team though, I mean they're not backing up here. They're pushing back right now here. Finishing all their checks. They have some confidence with the 1-goal lead.
Northport Huntington in the zone. Score! Blake Hansen, tie game.
Well, one of the guys we've been keying on here, Blake Hansen. Change speeds here, skill play. Sachem forward got caught looking at the puck here. You got to get your head up. Blake, experienced player, great player here. Took advantage of that and again buried it. And we talked about just briefly what Northport's have confidence here that they can get this game tied up, and they just did. And Sachem right now they got to keep going. They got to keep working here.
Very well explained, Coach. As the Northport Huntington gets on the board after trailing the first period against this formidable Sachem squad. We've seen plenty of those type of goals that Hansen scored. Unfortunately, one of them being against you guys. I hate to bring it up.
Yeah,
Jack.
Here's Grazy coming down.
Here's
as a D, you want to really focus on that chest, that body, and make sure stick the puck body to body is how I teach it. But listen, Blake's had a great season, and it definitely slippery there with a nice move.
Weaver and Sachem trying to answer back in front as Northport Huntington tries to capitalize on more than just one goal as this one is shot after the whistle. Yeah.
Northport caught a little break there. Sachem had a good shift here. They got pucks deep here. They cycled there, put the puck in front of the net there, a couple shots. So I don't know if Coach Porcello has been telling his goalies if they're in any trouble, lean on that post a little bit. He's an experienced, Mike's an experienced coach. He's been doing this a long time.
Interesting note. Now it's Heinesen. Got muscled off right there as Northport Huntington comes up with the turnover. Carmine Patelli charging down the wing, trying to fend off his opponents as he got the shot off. Brecklin will attempt to keep it in, which he does. Motherweight. That stood up in there by Heinesen. Sachem tries to exit the zone. Patelli trying to wheel it back in front to no avail, and Sachem finds the clear. Nice called.
Yeah, Patelli. You can see definitely the chemistry of this line. They really look for each other out there. It's actually nice to see. Again, Sachem's got to be aware. They're coming often and early here, so Sachem's got to be aware when they're on the ice and try to get the right matchups for their defensemen.
It's going to be probably the most important period besides that third period, because literally I feel like this is one of those times where the game is tied up 1-1. There's going to be instances where the battles are going to get really physical, and guys are going to be scrumming after the whistle. And for Northport Huntington, you don't want to get your star players caught in the middle of that and let Sachem get a hold of the power play.
Right, absolutely. That second period's a long change for your team. So there's Nick again, throwing his body around. Yeah, it's a long change for your team, so you could really have some good zone time and create some offense, get the opposing team tired and kind of running around and take advantage of that.
I think we're already seeing that display of hockey being manifested right there as bodies went careening into the end boards. J.R. Munkwitz getting acquainted with Patelli as those two junior Islanders continue to battle away. Now Savaglio will chase this down for icing.
Yeah, Sachem's just they're coming hard. Finish your checks, get on there, make the Northport their top D, make those D uncomfortable, looking over their shoulder, going back for pucks, and again, you don't have a play, get it to the net. Good things will happen.
And with Northport Huntington coming up with that equalizer, the good things did happen for them as they instilled that strategy just to get themselves in this contest. Here comes Savaglio, trying to drive past Poletsky as he tumbled to the ice. Noah tries to stash it ahead to the racing Poletsky as Michael Meyer comes in close to try to close the gap. Chance in front, and this one gets wheeled wide off the stick of Manoa.
Nice play down low there. Third guy high. Sachem found it right in the slot there. Dangerous place to shoot from, and Northport got a little lucky there.
After a brief conference in the half wall, Northport Huntington is able to dig it out, but it's relinquished back into the possession of Sachem.
I really like this Robert Savaglio. He's a kid I'm very familiar with. Speaking to the Northport coaches, he's a 06. A lot of poise out there. Great skater, effortless out there, and he's a big player here for them right now as a young age.
And it's interesting that you mentioned Savaglio being in 06. This just means that he'll be here next year, and there'll be more opportunities. Score! Blake Hansen breaks the tie.
Blake Hansen again. You get the puck around the net to Blake, it's going to go in right now. He's hot. He's feeling it. He's got some confidence there. And, hey, throw it towards the net. Blake was able to corral it there and bang it in behind Nate Landry. Wow, threw it towards, I kind of wanted to get through some traffic. It actually was up high. Blake was able to knock it down with his leg. So, what a play there. Nice play there for Blake.
Not usually one of his flashier goals that he scored all season, but it'll do for Northport Huntington as they take over the lead.
Now they got Sachem here now back on their heels a little bit here. Now it's maybe you get a little nervous here at Sachem that they can't give up another goal. They need to have that. They need to push back here. Take care of their D zone here, but they need a big play here.
Michael Meyer, short push back right there, but it's going to cost him. Interference.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those old school. I don't think that gets called, but nowadays I think if you could have a chance to play the puck, they want you to play the puck and not the body. So again, here's an opportunity here for Sachem to with their like Munkwitz and Brosh here and their power play. Here's an opportunity where slow it down here. Let's try to get some. Let's score here. If not, let's get some confidence back. Let's get your guys touching the puck here, and get confidence back and get some momentum back in their game here.
And this will be a challenge for Northport Huntington. Even though despite Sachem being unsuccessful on the first time, we know when it comes to the power play, Sachem is pretty successful.
Yeah, Monk's going to be the quarterback here. Northport's got to figure when he has the puck, get on him, force him to turn it over.
Munkwitz driving down low. Couldn't pop it back in front as Ciani tries to dig it out. And now Gandolfo makes his presence felt in the corner battle with Paragallo. Ciani slamming on the brakes, trying to escape from the clenches of Brecklin.
Sachem, there we go. Good play by Sachem's got to outman the Northport for the puck here. It's their power play. They can't afford to look at one-on-one battles or even two-on-two battles. You got to outman them.
Here's Munkwitz. Muscling off the pressure. Munkwitz firing that chance wide. Heinesen fell down to his knees trying to get a hold of the rebound, and this results in a good clear for Northport.
Yeah, you want to try to make sure that puck's on that net there. Heinesen was there, right there for possible potential rebound.
Rocky up. Got hounded right there by Patelli. And he's put to a stop as Patelli and the Tigers kill off some time here against the Sachem power play unit. Patelli finds the zone. Trying to feed it across to Mac Holtz, who is heading towards the goal. Siani will drop it in deep, and he'll chase after it with speed. Coming in hot as he bumped into Savaglio. This one got thrown in front, but didn't reach the goal. As the power play to Sachem expires, they go 0 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, again, Nicky Siani was in there throwing his body around. Power play there again. You want to outnumber the Northport as your Sachem. You want to skate up the wall with the puck. You want to get your D and you want to spread that ice out and you start moving the puck around. But Northport didn't really give them the time and space. They were all over Sachem, and then you had Carmine Patelli out there. Just probably killed 30 seconds just himself there skating around with the puck.
Some smart hockey by Patelli.
Yeah.
You would definitely agree. Patelli is one of those type of players that has that strong, I guess,
confidence with the puck.
Strong confidence.
Poise with the puck.
Exactly.
He's not going to throw it away. He's going to make the right play. And it's been obviously with the success they've had this year, he's been driving the ship there. So, again, you had some momentum there for Sachem. Let's see if they could build off it here with having that power play and having some zone time there.
Even strength once again. Bradley Gray getting a hold of it for the Tigers. Couldn't get it cleanly on his intended target as Sachem pulls back in the zone. Lacossi had to drag that back on its forehand to remain on side. Northport Huntington able to fling this one out of the zone. It bounces off the boards for icing.
Yeah, right now it's Sachem's having a little getting some zone time. Northport just right now don't want to make a mistake. They're getting just get the puck out right now. Don't want to get caught deep in the. Don't want to get caught too long. Like I said earlier, with a long change, you're having trouble getting it out. Just ice it. I'll tell the players that. Just get it out. Just get it over that line. Ice it. Whatever you got to do. Settle everything down. We get a change and start back up.
And so far, that's been the recent trend as of lately as Northport Huntington continues to just clear it out of the zone. And we'll see if this one goes for icing. It will not. However, Landry will make the cover up.
Yeah, instead of forcing some to the middle, it's not there. Sachem was coming hard there. Just make sure you get it out. You got support all over the ice. Make a hard play. I tell the players all the time, hard play. So you're looking to get it out. It's got to be hard. You pass. You got to pass hard. You got to everything. Make hard plays.
Patelli on the draw, wins it back to Meyer. Meyer fires through traffic, and this one goes wide. Savaglio keeps it in.
Yeah.
Corey Guidich, or Sean Tittle in this case, trying to get it to that man, Corey Guidich, number 8, as he's pressured up against the boards by Weaver. Guidich couldn't spin it back onto the stick up his intended target, and back the other way comes again. Dolfo denied by Spinelli that time. Good chance for Sachem, but Angel Spinelli comes up big once again for the Tigers.
Yeah, nice play there. Matt could have probably got in a little bit closer there, trying to maybe use his hip to take his ice back there, but Spinelli was there for the save.
It looks like with the way Meyer was taking it back in the zone, the save by Spinelli was going to pay off for the Tigers.
Yeah, for sure.
Northport Huntington attempting to reset, but Sachem not allowing it to happen. Up until Meyer got a held of it once more. This one is popped across, but it couldn't be received well right there. Savaglio trying to knife it out of harm's way, but Sachem forces it back in the zone where Meyer will reset for his team.
Yes. If you're Northport there, right, when you're getting pucks out there, let's make sure you're making the Sachem D turn, make them go back for pucks here, get on them, make them go 200 feet. They want to press now. They need to score here to tie the game. So make them go 200 feet. Don't make it easy on them.
Patelli trying to set it in front. He had a lot of pressure on him down low in that tough corner. Mackholtz comes up with the steal. Patelli trying to wheel it back on his forehand as he got tied up right there from his opponent, Monkwitz. And it results in Northport Huntington having to throw it back in the corner. Blake Hansen making his big presence felt down low, but back the other way comes Lacossi with the chance. That one was fended off by Spinelli. Everyone
Nice,
converging in the corner boards now.
Yeah, nice little shot there, a little tricky shot there. Sachem was able to get on the rebound here. Get that third guy high, wanted a little bit higher there. Oh, good stepping by Brosh.
Almost put home on that twisting shot by Lacossi. He's a Junior Islander product too, I believe.
Brosh?
No, Lacossi.
Yes, yeah. Plays on the 18U.
I had the privilege of watching or calling his game when the Islanders played the Skipjacks a few weeks back.
Yep. Yeah, he's a player I'm keeping my eyes on for next season for the Junior Premier.
Another skilled player with the puck on his stick. Here's Weaver. Weaver firing from distance. Pad saved by Spinelli, and he'll cover up.
Yeah, just put those pucks to the net, and make sure you're getting your the basic simple like ABC. You want to attack wide with the puck there. You want someone breaking hard to the net, and a C is a cut guy. He's coming in high, coming in the middle here, looking for a pass or following it up if there's a scramble in front.
Matthew Heinesen back on the draw again. So this is Jack Brecklin taking this one from defense to offense, slamming on the brakes. Brecklin firing in front, and that one was stopped by Landry again.
Oh, yeah, good.
Maloney tried to dish it out as McGuire got pinned up against the boards. It does find the stick of Weaver. The motor's back in the other zone. Brecklin lost sight of it for a moment, but then regains control of it before flipping this one back down the ice for icing.
Yeah, it seems like with Coach Marcello's, he's telling the guys, listen, don't get caught out too long. If we're getting tired, we're out there a long time. Make sure it's got to get out here. We don't want to give Sachem anything here on a turnover. Breck's, I coached Jack Brecklin. He sometimes wasn't always the prettiest skater, but very effective. Always kept his feet moving. A kid who was, if I needed some pressure, play some offense, he could get in and create. And he definitely playing defense. He was able to skate with any other team's top forwards.
And he's provided a lot of big moments for the Tigers this year. 5 assists, 13 points. Pretty big, key setup man at the points. Team leader.
Yep.
Mackholtz had trouble clearing that one ahead as this one reaches the stick of Patelli the other way. Patelli got Hansen driving in tight, and then he sends it back out in front. Patelli tries to get a hold of it. Derek Mackholtz went sliding in there after the whistle.
Yeah, nice little play there. Patelli looking for Blake looking for the hat trick there. Obviously, we know Mackholtz was diving down in there trying to get a rebound. This Borsek for Sachem's impressing me. He's got some pretty good speed. He seems to put a little pressure on Northport when he's out there.
And Borsek, definitely a talented player. 20 games this year, 7 goals, 12 assists for 19 points. Tied for the third most on that Sachem Varsity Hockey Club. As he's made
a little chip and chase here for Nicky.
Some big moments for that team. still it's a game of inches as both these teams not giving their opponent a single inch.
Nice.
And again, Angel Spinelli.
Nice look by Sachem there.
Stop.
Chip and chase, get the puck. They found the third guy high there. It's danger. I tell you guys all the time, that third guy high is so effective. If you can find it for offense, and it also gives if the puck gets rimmed around on the boards, your defense feels comfortable to be able to stay pinch down and keep the puck in if they have a good third guy high.
And it seems like that third guy high they're
finding them tonight.
That's really affecting the zone is, well, for Sachem in this case. Well, where would you say the third guy high usually comes from almost? Is that him?
Well, they threw it to the net there. But if you have two forwards down low, like say below the goal line here, you want to have the third guy on the strong side of where the puck is, so he can kind of dive in for an offense or be high enough to be in a good position defensively too. If Northport comes out with a breakout, you got another layer there of be able to keep the puck in their zone. And again, if defense want to be aggressive and pitch down the wall, he's right there. He can cover for the D-man. So
I was going to say, I think Matthew Gandolfo, if you're looking for someone that's the third man that's high, I think it's him. Just endless opportunities for the Sachem offense as bodies carry him in the corner boards, and we get a whistle.
It's like penalty on John Broster here. Got to take a look at that again. I don't.
Well, luckily we got it on replay.
Down here. Well, this is a huge time of the game here for Sachem. They've had Northport on the heels a little bit now. Now you got less than a minute to go in the period with the 1-goal lead. You can really put a lot of pressure on Sachem by scoring here. So this is one of those kills that you need your goalie to be your best penalty killer, and you got to get that puck out. You got to block shots. You got to do what you got to do. You got to get to the end of the period here. But I'll give it anything up.
And this is where Sachem finds themselves in a tough spot as they've only converted on 4 shorthanded goals this year. And the power play for Northport Huntington, well, like I said, it's not doesn't have the same amount of numbers as Sachem has, but they've showed that they can inflict damage for sure. And they have 20 seconds left in this period to cash in, and if they don't, this one will carry over to the third. Savaglio try to lay it in front, and that one got chipped off a stick, and it finds the stick of Patelli. Patelli shifting over to the middle. As he sets it up, fires from the point. Kick save made by Lantry.
Big save there for Nate.
Time winding down, and we get a whistle.
3 seconds to go. Does Northport pull a goalie here? Try to go 6-on-4. I don't. Looks like Coach Porcello's gonna stay. Just keep it. Stay on the safe side here. Big save there by Nate. I tell you that Carmine pounded that puck hard to the net and through some traffic too. Nate was a big save there.
One last draw here. Patelli got it back, and the quick trigger pull by Hansen is stopped by Landry.
Little set play there off the on the face-off there. Nice play.
Now you got about 0.5 of a second or so left on the clock. Maybe one last one-timer if you can win it back to Savaglio. Won't happen.
Wow, yeah.
Sachem able to pounce on that chance, and we'll see if they can change the narrative in the third as they trail 2-1.
Yeah, still a good minute and 7 for Sachem to kill here. Coach Porcello, he's again just trying to stress the confidence in the team, how they've gotten here this year. Stick to the strengths. Make sure everybody's dialed in here. Everybody feels part of this right now, and just says, hey, stick to what our strengths, right. Make sure we got a third guy high. Stay out of the penalty box here. Live low in the. Let's go get one here, right? Let's get one here. But after that, let's live low in the Sachem zone. Again, put pressure on Sachem to get the puck because they're down the goal. They're going to be feeling the pressure to get up and get out and go and stuff. So right now, Sachem coach is like, let's We got to get this kill. Let's get back to work. We were having success with getting pucks in, moving our feet, getting on their D, taking their time and space away, and let's make sure we're everything to the net and we're stopping there, and hopefully that someone steps up here and can tie the game for Sachem.
I think it's important to emphasize on the fact the previous meeting between these two teams, this is exactly how the scoreboard stood. Northport in the lead heading to the third period, up 2-1, and that all changed with 5 minutes left, courtesy of a beautiful setup play by J.R. Monkwitz to Michael Lacoste. That sent it to overtime. So,
Well, you have, like you just mentioned, if I'm Sachem, I'm like, hey, we were in this position before with them. We were able to, hey, let's kill this penalty. Let's get back to what we're having success with tonight. And, hey, we were able to tie this game and go to overtime and say, we're right there, guys. This could go. This is our shot. This is our chance.
15 minutes left to find out who will move on to Saturday's semifinals. As we also have one going on currently on the other rink. It's this one. Going to be wristed further towards the goal. Hansen will try to reset it back in front. Looked like he was going to send it back to the top.
Good clear
and
there.
And he found Mackholtz in tight. Who wasn't able to capitalize. Now Patelli will try to give the Tigers some redemption here.
Nice play by Carmine. Settle it down. Stop at the half wall. Let's start working your power play. That's where it starts from.
Set back to the point. Again. This one scored! Power play goal, Michael Meyer.
Yeah, so Carmine came in there, stopped on the half wall, was able to start moving the pucks around. And like we were talking earlier, Michael Meyer has been dangerous back there all year for Northport. And he absolutely just let a laser go. Again, Blake Hansen in around that net, taking Nate Landry's eyes there. Tough play there for Nate to see that puck, but what a shot by Michael Meyer.
I think you put it best. That was a laser.
Yeah.
Off the stick of Meyer.
I heard it. I didn't see it.
It happened so quick. Yeah. Came in a blink of an eye, and Northport Huntington has strengthened their lead by 2. Now, if you're Sachem, what do you do to bounce back from that?
Well, yeah, you simple a couple things here. You got to tell the defense, like, we get the puck out, join the rush. Like, we need to press now a little bit here. It's a lot of time left, but now you're down 2. So you want to have an answer here quick. You want to try to have something here in the next 3 or 4 minutes to get back to that 1 goal deficit where then you get down to that the last 2 minutes where you can pull your goalie.
Obviously, the narrative has changed dramatically as Northport Huntington jumps ahead by 2 and may have jumped the gun in regards to setting the stage from the last time these two teams met. Jack Brecklin with that shot stunned Landry, and I got to take a look at the replay.
Yeah, Sachem, good pushback shift here off getting scored on here. They definitely got the puck, couple shots on goal. Looks like their energy level's high. They can't sit back here. They can't feel sorry for themselves. We had the lead. Now it's 2 goals. You can't feel sorry for yourself. You got to keep working. Trust the process. Trust what your coach has been trying to work with you all year, and know your strengths and try to get close here.
That was a gracious display of goaltending right there by Landry, using his noggin to deflect the puck.
Old Henrik Lundqvist.
Exactly. I was about to make that mention. I was going to bring that up, but you alluded it first on the broadcast before I can get to it. But it's all good.
I don't know if I would. I mean, I've done a lot of dumb things when I played, but that puck could do damage. I rather take a stick or a punch than a puck.
Well, considering you were a player, not a goalie, I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Having that mask on, but still, that puck hits you, that puck could rattle your head pretty good.
Sean Tittle trying to ignite Northport's forechecking units, but Sachem powers the other way. Aaron Barsak couldn't send that one in front as Lacossi was trailing behind.
Yeah. Don't get too cute. You get in that shooting area, you got to let the puck go.
Meyer coming up with the steal, almost led it perfectly ahead to his intended target, Vaughn Martin, as Hughes comes in. He got pushed off right there by Brecklin, who comes up with the steal.
I'll tell you, the Sachem it looks like they're going to see some daylight, and then you got Meyer and Brecklin out there closing the gap on you, taking the body, and if they're not there, then it's Paragallo and Savaglia.
Telly almost set that one up in front, but he was forced out wide. This one able to be popped out of the zone, but it's picked up again for a moment by Northport Huntington before Poletsky. While both teams are trading possessions at the moment, it's again Patelli finds himself in trouble skating through the amount of bodies that were laid in front of him.
Sachem's got to do that. I mean, you got to back check him hard. You got to get him from, and you got to make sure that you have a good gap with the defenseman that he's coming in on. Take time and space away. You take that time and space away, a good player, then you realize
almost a costly mistake for Sachem. That one could have ended ugly. Lacossi got battered into the boards right there. Savaglio was able to push this one out.
You're running out of real estate out there. Just turn and put that puck behind the net to one of you guys and start the play over.
Gandolfo gets the shot.
Good stick there.
But it got deflected into the mesh.
Might have been Carmine Metelli there with a good stick. Get a stick on that shot there. Little things like that, just blocking shots, getting sticks in lanes, breaking up passes, making it not making it so easy for Sachem to score here. But they have Monkwitz, who's an experienced player back there. He's been the leading scorer. Guy's kind of been their guy this year. Maybe right now would be one of those times where he's got to kind of take the team on his back here and have a big play here.
Bradley Gray trying to jump on the possession. Sachem forced back. J.R. Monkwitz takes a hard ride into the boards, courtesy of that man,
teammates
Bradley
there.
Gray.
Teammates get each other. They had a little wager going on in the locker room today. Who's going to win?
Some friendly competition as Gray fans on that attempt. This one is flicked.
Great kid there, Grazy.
Almost perfectly. And then Nicholas Ciani drills his man with authority. Tyler Paragallo got all of Ciani, or got the receiving.
There's no quitting Ciani, I tell you that right now. And Gandolfo, they are not.
Doesn't possess the biggest size, but his game says otherwise.
Oh, for sure.
Gandolfo trying to corral it on his stick as he navigates through the pressure. Meyer able to wheel away
Settles
and
it down,
bank it off the
D to D, gets you up and out.
Meyer.
And then he's joins the rush.
That one hit the outside the netting. Hughes will try to push this one out of the zone. He got forced into the boards, but Sachem continues to progress forward. Gandolfo stays with it. Gandolfo sends it wide of the glove of Spinelli.
Hit that net.
Under 10 minutes left to play. Time winding down minute by minute. Chirico looking for a man open. He finds Guidish, but he's under deep pressure down low as Mitchell forces this one out of the zone, and Northport Huntington will reset. Chirico.
We've been talking about it all night, but Northport Huntington defense, I'll tell you, it's dangerous in many different ways.
Definitely a different story on the back checking tonight compared to what we saw the last time when things fell apart late in the game and Sachem took it to overtime. This is obviously not the case, hasn't been the case for Northport tonight.
Yep.
They've shown that confidence that we've emphasized on in their admission. Albert.
So Sachem has Brasher, Monkwitz. They kind of need those guys to kind of have one of those shifts where they make a big play here.
Closing in on crunch time as Sachem finds some difficulty getting out of the zone here. Weaver fires this forward, but it misses the reaching stick of his intended target, and he'll go for icing.
Yep. Sachem a little tired there. Probably make a good play there. Get an icing. Get the change. Get some fresh legs, fresh bodies out there. Yeah, it's 6:50 here. We're getting close there. It's getting for Sachem. They need to start cutting into this lead here.
We're going to start to see more men on the ice for the team in the black jerseys once we probably hit that 3-minute mark left in the game.
Yeah, I've seen him probably get him out a little bit earlier.
Nicholas Ciani trying to chase it down right there. This one bounces around across the blue line, but it's picked up on the stick of Heinesen, the captain for Sachem. Loses it to Patelli, but Patelli couldn't poke it forward, and he's returned the favor in the boards by Heinesen. Meyer had trouble stashing that on the stick of Paragallo as bodies converge along the half wall, trying to knife it free.
These plays here, you want to make sure if you're Northport, you're on the defensive side of the puck. You're not giving them any odd man rushes off like a scrum here in the neutral zone on the boards here. Make sure you guys have your layers in good defensive position.
Patelli sends this one across. Hansen with 2 in the back of the net for the Tigers, looking to finish off with a hat trick.
Yeah, Blake. I'm sure Blake's probably thinking about that, but also, you got to make sure you don't want to do something where it's put your team in a bad position when you're trying to maybe cheat for offense or something like that. So, but I think Blake's, he's an older player here. He knows what it's going to take to win.
Carmine Patelli wheeling and dealing and almost stuffing that one home on the wraparounds. Here comes Bracchia the other way.
And they're back here.
This one is fired deep for icing as it missed the stick of Tittle.
Yeah, so Brosh, they had 5 Northport guys on, couple, the back checking. So I mean, they're definitely they're aware that they have Sachem has a couple of guys that can beat them on some one-on-one plays here, some talented defensemen. So they're going to take that ice away. Make sure we're gapping up. Make sure we're back checking hard.
Sachem getting the opportunity right there, but it squirts wide, and the net comes off its moorings.
Good. That was a nice play. Get the puck to that little second effort there, dive in there for the Sachem forward. That's an ugly one, but however you got to do it, you got to get there.
Reckland has to take a detour as he was under pressure by the Sachem players. They'll be carried out further by Savaglio. Back in familiar territory. Savaglio gets a shot off save made by Landry. And a crowd gathers up in front. Rebound from the trailer. Brecklin save. Rebound. Loose in the crease. Battle in front. Score! Tigers 4-1. Bradley Gray.
Yeah, it looked like could definitely have been a whistle, but I don't know. Kept digging away there. Obviously, Northport's, they're not comfortable with the 2-goal lead. They dug in there hard, and that one might be that could be a backbreaker here. Ref's talking here. That's one of those ones where you're in Northport. You're praying that it goes in. No whistle. And if you're Sachem's coaches, and you got to be you want the whistle. It's it.
The relentless pursuit of the Tigers' forechecking unit pays off as Bradley Gray gets on the board late in the third to make this a 4-1 contest. Jack Brecklin driving in hard, almost setting that one up for Motherway as Sachem finds themselves in a 3-goal hole.
Yeah, right now Sachem now I think you got to be thinking, do I get the goalie? If we get the puck in here, got to get the goalie out. You got to get it. You got to give it a chance here with having the sixth attacker, and try to you have a little time left here, but you might want to pull the goalie here soon if you get some good zone time here.
Sanders got muscled off right there, and this allows Braccio to control it for a moment. Sanders wheels that one wide. Rebound from a tough angle. Nathan Landry kicks it out somehow.
And save by Nate. The net's off here again. Third period, bad ice too, right? The kid's been going hard here all game. The ice is getting bad out there.
Well, here's another look at the save by Nate.
Wow. Throw it to the net there, and a little bounce, took a bounce. Nate was able to kick it out of there.
Terrific goaltending despite the score being shown 4-1 by Landry, as he's shown that he's been a strong presence in net for Sachem all season. Poletsky will nudge this one in deep off that feed as Northport Huntington will attempt to carefully eliminate the remaining minutes on the clock as they close in on a second round berth in the 2022 playoffs. All right, Kraft.
Yeah, just you're Northport right now. You're like pressure, maybe one guy pressure the puck. Make sure you have your layers there. Get it in, get it out. Live low.
Here's Borzak. Firing that one. Got deflected off a stick and into the corner. Lacossi will grab it. Again, a chance from a tough angle. But Spinelli came up with the save. Lacossi trying to dance around Patelli to no avail. Eric Kraft attempting to move out of the zone and finally does get forced out. Sachem tries to control it. Turnover, John Core drops it to Patelli. Patelli got it on net, and Core had trouble finishing the job in front. Closing in on the 2-minute warning of this contest. 4-1 the score as this one goes out of play.
Yeah, it's man, I tell you, Northport's not making it easy here. They're in the right position here. They're putting pucks towards the net still. They're being aggressive, and right now there'll be timeout here for. We'll call it timeout, but if you're Sachem, you try to run a play off the face-off here. Maybe you put two guys in the middle of the ice. You try to win it back to your D, and or the forward just pushes it through, and you come in. There's a couple different plays you can run here, but I'm sure coach is just trying to keep them up here. It's a tough task ahead of them here, but stranger things have happened. You need to win the face-off here. You need to get the puck in and get your goalie out and try to get you got to get pucks to the net. You got to score and. But it's not going to be easy, as we know, the way that Northport has get up the first goal. They've been there to they've shut down Sachem.
Pucks to the net, and we'll see if Sachem will utilize that method as they've reached the point of this contest where things have become even tougher to get back in this one, as not only do they face a 3-goal deficit, but they face time imminently winding down moment by moment. Monkwitz being chased right there by Core. Does find some separation to flip it ahead, but it's chipped out of the possession of Siani, and Northport Huntington returns the favor by losing the possession to Heinesen. Tries to work this one back in the neutral zone. Core, a minute and a half, will spring it back in. Gaidish pitching in there, trying to get a hold of it. Monkwitz and Sachem will reset for the final minute and 20 seconds. J.R. Monkwitz carrying
goes
this
the goalie.
one from end to end, driving into the goal, and he nearly pots it home.
Nice try by Monk there. Goalie's
Another
pulled.
try from the point, and this one got whistled wide of the net. Final minute of play commences as Northport Huntington has performed dominantly tonight on the offense.
Yeah, Monk, that was a nice little effort there. Smiley was there, shut the door. Yeah, I'm very impressed with both teams. But Northport, I tell you, we talk a lot about that first line, but their defense are calm back there. They're big, they skate well, and it's going to be tough to. They're gonna be a tough team here to get. Let's see who can get them the loss, their first loss of the year.
A little circus act right there in front of the net by Spinelli. He defended that one off his shoulder before catching it in the air. Six guys on the ice as actually there are 8 players on the ice for Sachem as this game goes from bad to ugly with the miscommunication erupting for the team and icing calls here.
I'll see Blake yeah.
Wally Mitchell.
Coach Patel rewarding some of the depth lines of Northport here with the last minute here.
Tower Paragallo wristing this one out of the zone, but it misses the empty net and it'll go for ice.
No ice.
No ice. No ice. Play on. It's no holds barred till the buzzer, I guess. But now we do get an icing on there.
Yeah. It's I don't see Blake Hansen here. Chance for his hat trick maybe.
What are you leaving? You're gonna beat the traffic.
Would be a terrific way to cap off this playoff game. If they're not having the luxury of participating in a playoffs last season due to the coronavirus pandemic. Northport Huntington wins it 4-1 as the Tigers roar on to the second round of the Suffolk County High School Hockey League playoffs.
Yeah, no, you can't. Sachem came out. They came out ready to go. They scored the first goal. That's what they needed to do. They had a lot of energy. They definitely put Northport back on their heels. But like we said, between the first and second period, Coach Purcell was able to kind of calm them down, let them give them confidence to that. Hey, we've won 19 games this year. Okay, there's reasons why. Let's play our game. We can't give up any more here. Let's get the next one. Once we get the next one, we'll take this game over, and they did.
They've won 19 regular season games, ended the season undefeated as the regular season champions. And if you want to count this victory along with those 19 games, they have now won 20 in total And I hate to put you on the spot, Coach, but if you had to choose your first start of the game from Northport Huntington, who are you going with? Angel Spinelli, who played terrific all game in nets, or are you going with the man with the most goals of the night, Blake Hansen?
I think we got to go with Blake. With he got the goal early in the second. Got Northport on the board. Got their confidence back up, and he was able to answer. I believe he had the second one, so that gives him the game winner. So I would give Blake Hansen, but to win playoff games, it's if we could give the 3 stars, obviously Meyer back there was excellent, and Spinelli gave up one, but shut the door after. So definitely a good team effort. Sachem, like I said, their coaches had them ready to go. They came out hard, working hard. You got the first goal. You need that for confidence. But I think the Sachem, they have some seniors, but they have some good young kids moving up here. They're going to be tough for a couple of years here.
One of those seniors who unfortunately played his last game tonight, J.R. Monkwitz, who finished off with a tremendous season. We wish him the best as he continues his hockey playing journey wherever he goes. And I know, Jack, you're going to definitely keep in touch with J.R. Monkwitz for sure. Yeah, no,
Monk's he's playing for me right now. So we're coming down the stretch here of our season, and he definitely he's a 2004, so he's a senior here, but playing junior, he was playing against kids born in 01 and 02 and 03. So it was definitely a good experience for him to play at that level and play against those bigger, older, faster guys. And it was nice to see that he was able to help his Sachem team here this season get them to the playoffs.
Definitely a man that manifests ultimate confidence whenever he steps onto the ice for his teams. As Northport Huntington, they did their job at shutting him down and preventing him from appearing on the scoreboard tonight. And so that's all you can take away from this one, despite him not able to capitalize for his team. But I think that's really the best way to put it. Tigers just played a shutdown, hockey all game long, and it prevails because now they're in the second round.
Very, very confident group, very confident team, good leaders. You see a lot of good leaders on this team, and even I believe the third goal was a power play goal by Meyer, that laser. Again, it's Patelli carrying the puck up. Entering the zone, stopping on the half wall, get your power play going, and when you got that big shot back there with Meyer, he took advantage of it. So
I think that's a great way to cap off the story of the first contest as we gear up for the last game of our broadcast tonight, KPC versus Smithtown, right here with me and Jack on the LI Sports Network. See you soon.